1 between Team Liquid and Shopify Rebellion. Suns fan here with Kazoo. How are you?
Doing great. Wow, nice rhyme.
Thank you. I worked on that all night long. One of these teams is 6-2. The other is 2-6. Can you name which one?
It's
associated with
quite
score?
simple. Liquid have looked pretty dog shit.
Yes,
so
they
they're the
have.
2-6 team currently. But in their most recent series yesterday against, I believe it was Extreme Gaming, they're on the up right now.
They are.
Yes.
I would hope so. Because if they don't, I feel like even if they don't, if they won this, they're going to be in trouble. They're at the very bottom of their group.
Yeah.
It might not be enough to just get to the next stage of the tournament. Because remember, the group stage is absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Half the teams eliminated from the tournament outright.
Yeah, and obviously 2-6, not the greatest score, so I do think you're right. They need to get a 2-0 going. But I like what Shopify is cooking here with the draft. They've been winning a lot with Luna, so some early tempo. You have more tempo from Lycan as well, a lot of minus armor with the Howl, as Insane are taking a lot of body blocks.
Oh yeah, look at that. Nice micro from Saber. I mean, they have a lot of push, don't they?
Oh, they do. Like they're.
I mean, this is actually an old school trio of Luna, Venge, and Lycan.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Like, you have a lot of minus armor, you have like auras that will come out for Luna as well, so I do think this mid-game mark, like 15 minutes, if Liquid are not in an at least even state, it will be very difficult for them to fight into Shopify.
Mickey playing the Slark, seems to be the hero of the tournament so far. Void has made a little resurgence, much to your, I don't know what the opposite of chagrin is, to your delight, sure?
Yeah, I guess so.
Go with that?
Like,
you said that was going to be the
best
carry of the last tournament, and it was not.
I mean, he was banned a lot, but yeah, then he also started getting ignored. Maybe he's cycling back in, you know, 7.35C, new patch. But yeah, Slark, I'm not too sure what to think of the hero. I would say he's very, very strong, but I feel like he's also not always had the easiest games in this tournament.
All right, talk to us about Lycan as a whole. This hero, historically at least, very good at laning. Has anything changed?
Not really. It's very dependent on which matchup you're going into, but they're not very good at dealing with wolves. Like, unless you're airing a wolf in the bottom lane, you're not really going to deal with that very much. And you want to play with heroes that really abuse your early tempo.
Easy, getting quite low. Boxy as well. Try to turn this around the 33, who's I feel like one of the few players these days that's willing to bring out the Darkseer.
Yeah. It's more of a specialist hero, but it has purpose in this game with the Luna. You can build many items. I think Jenkins was also talking about maybe getting an Orchid. I think that's very like player dependent and tempo dependent. So whoever will kind of pop off more. If Puck pops off, like maybe you need to think about it more. But I do think we're gonna see a lot of auras as well from Liquid.
Arteezy trying to keep his distance right now, and Batrider, another hero that has gained a lot of popularity since Dacha Dubai.
Yeah.
Especially as a support.
I mean, it's one of the better like range heroes, I would say as well, to abuse Iron Shell, right? He's very tanky, he wants to be on top of you anyway with the Firefly. So I do think this top lane from Liquid it's quite strong.
And an old school combo here. Pango versus Puck in the mid lane. Puck eventually becomes a real nuisance for the Pangos of the world. Are you able to use your shard in... I think we've literally had this discussion.
Yeah, we did. No, like they've
Did
changed
we come to a consensus?
Like they've changed it so many times. I think nowadays, right now, when you're rooted, you cannot. Uh-oh.
Not. Okay.
Arteezy
and Kitrak taking tons of damage. Kitrak will be the recipient of most of it, trying to run off the Firefly, but pops the Fairy Fire to stay alive a little bit longer. But now there's a circle, a ring of fire will be placed, and that is first blood for Boxy. Johnny Cash will be really happy about that. Yeah, the Ion Shell continue to do damage to Arteezy. Flame Break back into the arms of the Batrider. Pops the wand, looking for a high five. Probably won't find it, but they will find the kill. 33 picks that one up as Kitrak coming in to try to get the leftovers of Arteezy.
Now even a double wave, they can just farm with the double shell. Not sure if Kitrak and Shopify will squeeze in a nice little glyph play.
At 33, oh, there's a courier there. Might be interested in just getting the kill on Kitrak. Dies to a very casual right click instead. Okay.
This death looks really stupid, but don't worry, it's all fine. He got a lot of XP and gold, he just wants to come back full HP. Kitrak.
Yep, easy.
Alright, Kitrak's back.
Alright, that's our carry. That's the carry for Shopify. Kitrak, Vengeful Spirit, owning it up now. He's already a level ahead of Arteezy.
He's level 4. Honestly, this could actually change the way the entire lane will play out. Let's see how soon Boxy can make it back up here.
It's taking a nice
Radiant's courier has been
little minute there. So 2 levels of Magic Missile, 2 levels of Wave of Terror.
Yep.
Going for the burst. But I feel like it still might be difficult to find, especially with Insania now coming in through the gates.
Kind of like
apply more pressure. Kitrack. That's their focus to start things out. Lucent Beam from Arteezy. Here comes the Olakor as well. Gets off a nice Fade Bolt, but not enough to find a damage, not enough to find a kill quite yet. Telekinesis from up to 33, actually stunning Boxy as Arteezy able to turn around Insania, but dies shortly after. And Boxy,
they're not done yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Healing now. Theolacor gets off the Fade Bolt. Theolacor will eventually drop, you would think. One more sticky napalm for the road. This top lane is a bloodbath.
This is the most aggressiveness I've seen out of any team in like the first 4 minutes. They're playing this Darkseer really nice. Like, we're just pushing in the wave, going with the shells. And I think Theolacor not too happy overall with what happened. Of course, he TP'd top and now ends up dying. So Saberlight at least will be in a 1v1 versus a little fishman down bottom.
I think Slark's not that sad about it, but I mean, in terms of the melee heroes, Lycan is definitely a hero that can push you out for a bit. He's getting close to not too far away from 5.
Ah, no, they're going down bottom, so just Liquid are doing a good job at playing the situation. They know that Theolacor doesn't have a TP ready. I don't know about Kitrax, it could also still be on cooldown, so just checking if Saberlight will maybe go a little too far up front.
Yeah, Flame Break back into the fray. Pounce from Mickey. Howl goes off. Saberlight is just going to get burned to a crisp as Mickey gets his first stack of Essence Shift.
Liquid are in the zone right now, but here comes the Shopify bros.
Arteezy making a rotation. Lots of damage on Mickey.
I love this game.
Genuinely feels like a low-level pub game, if I'm being honest. Just
this looks like
action.
One of those like first games when they introduced the Twin Gates and was like, you need to pick carries and run through the Twin Gate.
Just constant rotation.
Anyone going top? Saberlight will go top now.
Right. Musical chairs being applied. And we'll see how this works out for the carries of each side.
I mean, I kind of like this for, I think, Shopify. Like Arteezy with a natural rotation out. The only problem is that Saberlight's on the receiving end again.
Yep, we're going to see this.
Here comes the fishman.
Story again, but this time it's on to Saberlight. TP coming in from Theolacor, I believe. That's a really long TP. It's like 10 seconds. So just like that, actually, Mickey is going to be in trouble. So it's a double kill for Boxy, surprisingly enough. Continuing on, Flame Break, Boxy destroying. They lose their Slark, but they get 3 off the... I mean, these TPs are going to be half an hour if they're not careful with how much they TP
hello
this
there,
lane.
Arteezy.
Arteezy greeted by Insania. Arrow will not connect. Trying to run this off. This game is so chaotic.
Did we miss a patch?
Was there something in the notes that we're not really understanding fully?
Looks like an overthrow game, but you know, I'm all for it.
That's exciting. I like it.
But it's this Darkseer Batrider combo. It's very obnoxious when you abuse it nicely with these towers, like not taking tower aggro and just like diving with the creeps. Liquid's just abusing that very nicely.
Arteezy forced to take the Wisdom Rune because nobody can TP to that. Everyone's TPs are on cooldown, probably. Theolacor and Kitrack teaming up with Yopaj, able to get the coil only onto 1, but it's a very important one in the Pangolier. Magic Missile. Nisha goes down. Telekinesis not able to get Insane to the high ground. He does not have Leap, though. Illusory Orb clips him, and that's a kill going the way of Shopify. So more action, but this time it's congregated finally to the mid lane.
That's nicely done by Shopify. Like the first time where Puck kind of has an edge over Pango is with this level 6, so they bring their supports. Quite the easy kill. Had a good timing on the silence because Nisha was looking for a 2-man shield crash. I mean, Boxy is level 6.
Yeah, he's really bad. He's really bad.
He's also one of the only players who like still abuses his Tranquil Boots. Like not only not assembling it early, but even now putting it in a backpack, then putting it back in.
But the Wolves can counteract that.
Uh-oh.
Kitrack is here with the Magic Missile as well. And without that move speed, Saberlight and company, well, it's going to tick in here shortly. There's the swap. Couple more right clicks. The Pine Cone is continuing to chase very fearsome and thick creatures. The Magic Missile, global range now for Kitrack. Able to find, surprisingly, a mega kill streak ending for Boxy. As Insania, last right click from Yopaj, ends up taking him out.
Okay, I think all this early...
Coil, it's not done yet! Sorry, Kitrack! coming in with the magic missile ready to go very shortly. There it is. Illusory Orb is enough. Double kill for Yopaj as 33 now TP's in. Clown Show Fiesta gets off the wall, but no kill to come for him this time.
Okay, Liquid are, with the start they had, they're bleeding too many kills right now. They're basically giving up their whole advantage. Like, Boxy gave up, what, like a 4-kill streak up top, then they're killing mid again. Yopaj had a nice timing as well. He dodged the shield crash to not give Nisha a bigger shield. But yeah, because Liquid were up like 2k gold, I don't know how much XP, and now it's straight up even.
Yeah, it's definitely turned around very quickly. Now that everybody realized that there is a mid lane to contest.
It does exist, it is real.
The side lanes were very hyper-focused, I think we could easily say. But that's definitely evened out now.
We have a new active rune soon, so it looks like Shopify did, of course, get the memo from the last few minutes. Let's play through Yopaj whenever he has coil. And soon they can also start to really use Saberlight. I think like 10-minute mark, he's getting levels, starting to get like his first couple items.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We've yet to see the lasso come to fruition, despite him being level 6 now for a couple minutes. I think they want to take advantage of that, but was farming away. Arteezy, speaking of which, will be farming as well, and will not be connecting with the rest of his team as they look for a smoke attempt, connecting with Saberlight, it looks like.
I do like the smoke, because generally when you play against Lycan, the enemy team, they need to like stop Lycan from really ramping up, and I think when you smoke to him as Shopify, you're not only helping him, but in case Liquid were coming, you're really like double downing on a fight, and Lycan loves it. But looks like it might just be a free tower.
They did scan this out, so they have an idea that this is occurring right now.
Yeah.
Might go through the gates.
Dire are scanning.
They will. They won't find anybody initially, but close to the tier 2. A couple Liquid members are there. Form of Mickey.
Mickey's not the easiest catch. Let's see.
Yeah, he's fast enough to get away without having to use any abilities.
They could still go mid, as they do have a 10-minute siege creep there. Like, Saberlight could now move to mid, whereas Yopaj and Kitrak, even though the smoke failed, they can all kind of just walk to mid, I think, and still force a fight here. Because I do think they're in, like, the stage where they can take over the map a little bit.
I'm still surprised. We have not seen Lasso. I thought they would try to, like, an 8-minute Lasso on your position 4. I feel like... Is that not something you want to take advantage of like right away?
It's about this one death, I would say, that he gave up in the enemy side, and now he's too close to his blink.
Yeah, I guess
where he's like,
true.
yeah, guys, I'm just going to farm my blink.
That's how Boxy sounds?
Probably not. That was pretty pathetic.
Hey, guys!
Hey, guys! Maybe he's voice cracking. That happens.
He gets really excited about that blink dagger, which they have now. Yeah,
There's
smoke probably coming.
Oh, there's a roly roll.
Yep, connection to start for Theola Core. They get the tower. There's the lasso. Not really needing that, I feel like, on the Rubik, but they'll take it. Yopaj now, coil onto 2. It's going to instantly snap as Saberlight coming in with the shapeshift. There's the swap onto the Bat Rider. Gets stunned up, but they don't have vision. No vision at all, and Shopify have to run away as a result.
Oh, it's going to happen once and not... Oh, hold, Nisha.
Yopaj ends up taking the Invis rune. Nisha takes a ton of damage. Illusory Orb to try to get away. Swashbuckle not quite enough. Kitrak will likely drop, although...
He's invincible.
Invisible, invincible. What's the difference? Yopaj running through fire to try to get away. Actually going to show himself. Gets the Waning Rift off. 33. Not able to help his comrade out as Nisha will fall. Yopaj, very aggressive play. Now Boxy will die to Arteezy's hand. This game is continuing to deliver over and over again.
Careful. Silence.
Yopaj, that's a lot of damage.
My idol, Yopaj.
Double kill Yopaj. Beasting it up.
Yeah, he is doing some very nice stuff. Like, even just on his own, playing there, squeezing in a couple of these kills. First on Nisha, now the bottle refill. But yeah, I think this first Moonlight Shadow, it was very strong. They will buy some detection now, we would hope.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
The way this game's been going.
Saberlight, he's on the money. He's like, guys, it's all right.
He has Helm of Dom. He's actually going to finish the entire Helm of the Overlord, which I think, yeah, that got buffed in terms of the price being lower, but still, the stats are not typically... You were talking about how this was the worst item.
I think before this patch, it was the worst item in Dota, actually.
And with, is it like a 300 gold decrease or something?
I think it's maybe even like more, like 500. I would say it's still not incredible, but it works on some heroes that can use the right click, with Lycan being universal. Uh-oh,
Theola Shield crash upon him, Swash as well. Coil comes out just on the Bat Rider for now as the Rolling Thunder from Nisha. Nice swap. Theola might live as a result. Kitrak He's going to take the damage instead, so he'll sacrifice himself, although Theolokar might end up dying anyway, and indeed that is the case. So both supports for Shopify dead.
I like the itemization from Liquid at this point. 3-3 has a 13-minute Crimson Guard. There's a lot of damage mitigation going on. And I believe that Insania is also building up a mech, so they have a lot of early sustain.
Yeah, Crimson, not the most popular item in this patch.
Yep.
Vanguard, especially.
I mean, with some of the nerfs, perhaps like Helm of Ironwill and Whale, you need to look around to like other items. So I do think it makes sense. And Crimson is just very game-specific. So I like that 3-3 has the brain capacity to think of it.
Good for him.
Good for him indeed.
Must be nice. Meke has his defusal. Going to be going the Orchid route this time. Yopaj with the Witchblade into an eventual Blink.
I would say there's a high chance that this next item for Mike is not set in stone yet. I think if they can speed up the game and take control, then I would say the Orchid will be good. But if the game stays even, I don't like the...
Yopaj, Illusory Orb. He's out.
Radiant's middle
I mean, the fact that Yopaj is going for an eventual Blink here won't have any sort of Dispel. The Orchid, based on the timing, could be very strong.
I mean, Yopaj has been doing very well, not just with the kills, but also in the last fight. He kind of out-timed Boxy, and just now reading the move as well. Because it is the main way that he can die right now. Blink Lasso. There's no other way.
Mike, knowing this is coming, smoke from Shopify will... Okay, they're going to go for it. Coil is there. They have the damage, my goodness. Even the Eclipse being popped, that is, from Arteezy. I mean, Luna, I feel like this hero that can get involved early if they want, but feels like it's kind of player dependent. Some heroes, or some players we just see farming the entire game.
Yeah, I would say it has a lot to do with your team. Now that your team is so strong, they benefit a lot from you actually coming, and one kill could turn into like a tier 2 or Roche. So I like that Arteezy is more active in this game as opposed to just sitting back and like getting some butterfly. Like, no one cares. Just go with your team. You're super strong.
Nobody cares.
Literally no one.
Noob.
No.
He is top net worth in the game right now.
Yep.
And now he's going to start to jungle a bit.
The game should revolve around Roche very soon.
Theolokar will get picked off, and the tier 1 tower probably next.
Because, okay, I wouldn't say Liquid have the best Roche. I mean, you have Pango and Darkseer with shells, but Shopify's Roshan is really strong. You have Luna, you have Venge on your... Vlad's on your Venge, a lot of auras minus armor. So Liquid need to keep this in mind.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Because the Manta is online for Arteezy. What would you like to see on him next? Do you think he needs to go for an early BKB? Go for the damage?
I would say if they feel like they can get the next Roche, I wouldn't be opposed to him actually buying a potential Butterfly. I feel like otherwise you just go Shard into BKB, I think, and you like kind of just solidify your team fight.
Could go for the Phylactery build as well as 33. Gets off the Crimson after the swap, which means Shopify maybe does not want to fight this. And yeah, they're going to lose Kit Rack right off the bat, but Yopaj coming in with a huge coil onto 2. Nisha will not be affected. He'll be able to get one proc of the stun on Yopaj, who might be in a little bit of trouble now. Second comes through as well. Illusory Orb should be able to get away, but you can see Shapeshift is activated now. The arrow will keep Saberlight in place. Kind of an awkward fight overall.
Yeah.
Mike and company look like they want to fully retreat, although 33 spotted in the trees. Saberlight really wants to catch up.
They have a new Crimson again.
Howl activated again. The Swatch not really going to do too much. The Theolokar gets a nice shield crashes. And Eclipse comes through as well. Nisha gets destroyed. Lasso right now applied to Arteezy. Looks like he's going to be the first to fall for Shopify. Stolen Lasso onto 33. Enough burst damage from Shopify to rip through him. And if they can get this kill on Mika, this would be enormous. The silence wears off eventually. Gets the swap as well. They have the damage. Theolokar with a double kill. And Insania now trying to walk things off. No more leaps to go. So he will be the next on the list for Yopaj and company.
I mean, it's just a good fight for Shopify. Liquid may be overestimating how strong they are because the Crimson Guard did come off cooldown. But if you look at Shopify, their supports are putting in like a lot of work. They have levels, low cooldown spells, a lot of auras. Like even with Luna Aura and just Howl, like they're dishing out a bunch of damage.
And Theolokar did a lot of work in that fight. Very well played. And going back to the itemization of Arteezy, how much do you worry about the wall in this game? Like building to make sure the wall isn't particularly good? Because that's where like the eventual Conda is something that doesn't really benefit as much as a butterfly would, right?
I would say the wall, it shouldn't alter your itemization too much, because I feel like later on, it's actually super strong if someone can just buy a level 1 Dagon. You just zap the illusion, no cap when you have some TB, Lunas, whatever. Like, even Puck or Yopaj later on just building level 1 Dagon or Rubik with high range, you can just clear with it.
You can't kill normal punch, though.
You cannot. Are you sure?
That's not I mean, it's a temporary illusion. It goes away on its own, doesn't it?
Well, don't get punched.
Wish we had Lyrical here to make sure that we were correct on that assessment.
All right.
And
Nisha?
Yeah, he just gets
Easy
killed.
clap.
Wow. Core and company again, getting a very valuable kill on Nisha. He is top net worth on his team, but you can see the top 3 in the game are on Shopify's side, and 33 doesn't even have time to cast a single spell.
They have Stolen Arrow. They have really nice vision too. Like, I don't know if they got this Triangle Ward in earlier after winning the top fight, but they're just playing the map better, at least for now. Like, up 4k gold. They're looking for something bottom, but it's like Arteezy is kind of... He smells it.
Yeah, Boxy. Oh, he's going to take an Eclipse. Oh, boy. All right. He bit off a little bit too much to chew. I've been there before. That comes with obesity and whatnot, being American or whatever. But Arteezy...
or whatever. He was ready. I don't know if he had seen Boxy prior on a ward, because yeah, he instantly pressed Shard Beam Eclipse and just basically got himself a free kill. Because this game, it actually kind of exploded within the last like 2 minutes.
Oh wow, Saberlight. Can he actually solo this? Is that a Lycan specialty?
It looks close, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you can.
That is super nice. I had no idea this hero could do that. And that is a double Tormy, in fact, for Shopify Rebellion. And 33 does not vacuum in time, didn't have the vision.
Oh, he nearly paid the price.
So Kitrak and Theolokor each get a shard for themselves. This is the state of affairs when you have to lasso the Black Dragon.
I think Boxy got the gold. Unluck. Sure, 3-3 would have liked that one.
Yeah, of course.
For his pipe.
So now you have the Telekinesis save, you have the double Magic Missile, or the bounce, I should say.
Yeah.
Those are pretty valuable shards, I would say, overall.
Okay, so right now, like, if you're Liquid, you need to think about this Roche, which I think is definitely on the menu for Shopify. They have map control, they're up 10k. They're kind of already in the most natural area anyway. I am not sure if Liquid can fight this one. I feel like they should give it, but they will decide to fight. This is an incredibly hard fight for them.
Well, Eclipse is up in 10 seconds.
They need
Question
to...
is, can they do this fast enough?
It
will
will
a really long round.
It will turn into a fight. It looks like that Shopify are kind of reading it, as nobody from Liquid are showing themselves on the map.
Yeah, they're going the wrong way. Although, Shopify not committing. Obviously don't have the same information as us, but both teams kind of...
I mean, Liquid should know
misreading.
now. I see that Boxy is pinging the map, so they had a wrong initial read. But now I would say they should be up to
scanning the pit right now, and they're not inside.
It's not actually... Oh,
oh my god, at the last moment. All right, so they don't get confirmation. So this will be a free Roche for Shopify. I would assume this goes to Arteezy.
Yeah, it has to. He's close to his BKB too, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Liquid Arc, they really need to catch Shopify by surprise. Like, maybe someone TPs out. Okay, so 2 people have left. Well, hopefully they catch someone before everyone leaves. Because, yeah, a 5-on-5, it's not in the books right now for Liquid. There's no way.
It looks like Shopify will dodge them completely. And Liquid, it feels like they've been smoked for the past 2 minutes.
They have.
And have found nothing.
They've barely even been killing any creeps. Saberlight as well. He picked up a Nullifier, so the Crimson Guard, which was good for like a 10-minute period, now with the Nullifier will instantly get purged, which will make it even harder for Liquid to take one of the next fights.
Yeah, and like you said, the BKB for Arteezy, just a couple hundred away now. And he'll be in fighting shape. We talked about the push potential. There's only the 3 tier 2s remaining now for the side of Liquid.
I mean, the whole map is now basically Shopify's, of course, with the stage of the game. 11k gold, you have everything you want. Vlad's on your bench, you have Aegis. Liquid will definitely have to really think about how they want to execute one of their next fights. Boxy can't just go in and blink Lasso. It's gonna get broken by a Revenge swap immediately. They need to somehow set up 3-3 for like a really, really humongous wall. Like, he needs Lycan and Luna, maybe Venge. Like, steal every aura possible.
Yep, scan will detect a bit. Both sides smoke. Moonlight Shadow deactivating now. It's 32. Wow, that's a big coil onto 2 heroes. That is going to deal a lot. They try to get some... Oh, it looks like they're actually going to get a connection onto the lasso, but Mickey is destroying Kitrek on the sideline. Arteezy already expended the Eclipse as Nisha now completely surrounded by Shopify Rebellion members. They're going to buy back on the Vengeful Spirit. There's the Lucent Beam. Nisha, a couple more right clicks will suffice, but he's doing so much with that swashbuckle. And Arteezy is still alive. Lucent Beam's continuing to reign free. 3 dead now for Liquid with the buyback coming through on the Shopify side. Kitrek rejoining the squad. Still with that Aegis. Shopify not going to be too upset.
No, that was nearly as good as it could have been, I feel like, for Liquid. Mickey did just pick up the shard, which helped a lot to just like offset this initial coil from killing both 3-3 and Mickey. But it's kind of hard for them to follow up. I think Boxy may have to play a more, like a slower-ish fight. I think he's maybe over-jumping at the moment. But yeah, you can just see that Shopify are too strong when they get to hold their ground. Yeah, you kill their supports, but then what?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good old Artur. Looking like he got a little bit more sleep. It's good to hear. Good to see. Mickey.
Oh.
Do they have the damage? Wow. They actually had the damage. That is not very often you see a Slark get that, feel that squishy. They take out Boxy as well. And Yopaj is destroying this game.
I mean, they have just so, like, even heroes like Rubik and Venge are gonna deal a lot of damage. You have the global Luna Aura, minus armor as well from 2 heroes. They're not done yet. Yopaj is looking for more. No coil, of course.
Is Mage Slayer that bad? We'll talk about that in just a moment. I feel like Slark could really use it. Violacor, take some damage from Nisha's ult. Should be able to find the Rubik, because Instantly gets one more Starstorm, but it's going to cost him his life, so it's a 1-for-1, and Amnesia.
He's alone.
That is a nullifier applied to him. He is dead.
Yeah,
Saberlight with a really early nullifier.
He even stopped moving. I'm glad you picked up on a nullifier that I called out like 5 minutes ago.
Wow, I can't believe he has a nullifier.
He just picked it up. Well, he nearly has an AC,
man. Just delivered it to him.
Look, he nearly has AC. This guy is farming real fast.
Saberlight is destroying as well.
So about the Mage Slayer, I think Mickey needs a lot of items. I mean, I think the...
Well, what did they nerf in the last patch? Was it 5% magic resist and what else?
It's lower magic resist when you apply it. It lasts longer.
Hold. The lasso. Arteezy swap immediately. Still has the Aegis, of course.
Oh,
big vacuum wall onto 3. But here comes the Eclipse from Artur. Saberlight is dead, though. Remember, he has that nullifier, Kezu. Yopaj coming in from the sideline. It's the coil off to try to buy some time for the rest of his team to get away. Doing a lot of damage in the meantime. Very low on mana, though. Has the illusory orb in just a moment, along with the blink, so... Oh, he's getting silenced, and he might pay the ultimate price now. Perfect timing. With the phase shift.
He's dead.
Yeah, he has nothing else to offer, so he will get dropped, and that is a 10x kill streak ended.
That could be the comeback kill that they're looking for. Nisha now has blink as well. I do like the way that they set up the fight this time around. Like, Boxy going in, it's not to like... It's kind of to start the fight, but not really drag in the Luna. Now with the response that Venge has to swap, they walk in and that gives 3-3 this great vacuum wall. It's literally the 3 best targets he could get. That's a lot for Mickey, who was definitely struggling.
And the AC is going to be dead for a bit. So it will just be the nullifier on him.
Which he, once again, just picked up.
Yeah. That's how fast he's farming, man. Can't keep up.
This guy's really good. It's that Divine Rapier now. Careful, everyone.
Don't tell JT.
Okay.
A little too soon for that one.
Well, Mickey is getting closer to an Aghanims, which of course will help him like flip-flop in and out a little bit more, which is of course good. You want to play prolonged fights against Luna and Lycan.
Anyway, back to the Mage Slayer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like one of the big reasons it was good on Slark is the magic resist. It's not something you typically, but obviously going to get a BKB at some point. But
yeah,
look at the enemy team. Like, the things that are killing him, Puck and Luna are mostly magic damage at this point of the game.
I would say that he's dying to a lot of hybrid damage. There's a lot of physical that is maybe not as easy to spot, because literally everyone's attack is like plus 50 more than it should be, with Luna Aura and like Venge Aura, Vlad's as well.
That's true.
And it's kind of awkward to build Mage Slayer and Diffusal. That's only good if you're like setting the tempo, which they have not been. They've been on the receiving end for a while. We might see the Conda.
Now, do you? Yeah, of course. We always see the Conda on.
Sorry to nearly interrupt your thought there. Please continue.
If this, we're gonna see a scan come out. I was gonna see how well does the Shopify lineup scale. Like, is there a time limit? Because typically when you have like a push line, we're like, oh, we gotta end at a certain point. But I feel like they scale really well.
I would say they do scale very well, and I would say there's less. I don't think it exists as much as it did back in the day, where like, oh, one lineup outscales the other. I think a lot of lineups are just about when you're strong, like you push the advantage, because Shopify is more about having a lead and keeping it. But if they go to even, it's not like they'll insta lose the game. Like Luna scales very well now. Puck is a monster in the late game, so they're fine.
Yeah, especially with this build that people are going with.
Yeah.
The eventual Mjolnir, the eventual Parasma,
Of course.
and then the Aghanim Scepter.
I mean, Puck just has like a very sick, like 6, 7, 8 slot, because all the items he builds, they all turn into more. He has a great Aghanims. Doesn't have to play with boots later either, so yeah. Mr. Yopaj will be very well equipped for a longer game.
And for Liquid, what do they need to do to get back in this game? 11K is getting to the point where this is quite severe. They're definitely at a disadvantage, and I mean, as Darkseer players always say, the longer, as you turn the enemy's strength against them with the
You
illusion.
scale with the enemies.
If you get the good wall.
One of the few heroes. Liquid scaling is very good. It will boil down more to how they really team fight. They need to allow 3-3 to take a less rushed fight, because he needs to be patient. It's all gonna be about this vacuum wall. Like Nisha needs to make some space, as does Boxy. Mikit like jumps in and jumps out, but it will all boil down to how 3-3 gets to use his spells.
Shopify take the tier 2 top. And they should be able to get another Tormentor and another Steel.
You just nearly killed me in real life, Shannon.
Saberlight with the shard. Now, okay, we get that little extra wolf.
Extra wolfy.
That's
It's
nice.
not. It's basically okay. What's better, the wolf or Roshan's banner?
The wolf, because it never ends.
And it gives you gold.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the wolf is better.
Yeah, of course the wolf is better.
Okay, someone mentioned this. You can use it as a ward. So second Roshan drops an observer ward. Like, listen to that.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway,
Very
so
good.
they
And they're
have been-
already out of shards. Would you look at that?
yeah, they've been on the money. Of course, they took Liquid's Tormy twice and their own. Liquid are looking to hold this ward. If I'm not mistaken, they picked up a gem earlier. Or they wanted to. Yes, they do have one on Mr. Insania. Because yeah, when you play this mid game against these Lycan Wolves, it is obnoxious. Like Lycan TA, it screams for a gem at minute 25. So I'm happy to see it.
All right, we got the Roshoff. 33.
He has to be careful about baiting. If someone gets swapped in, they are insta-dead. We have a different bait going on. But they should know.
They spot out another illusion, thinking it might be real.
MRTZ is
Trying
trying
to
real
bait
hard.
it out, but the smoke is going to basically ensure that they know the arrow does hit Arteezy.
They know it's real.
Oh boy, but the swap is available. Are they going to use it in time? He pops the BKB instead. Has the Eclipse as well. Finally uses it. There's the wall. Lots of stun, but Yopaj pops his BKB as the Eclipse is ripping through them. The Darkseer already died. Buys back into the game instantly as Mickey. Okay, they're on the cliff. This is a really awkward fight. Nullifier applied to Mickey. He gets killed off. Enough right-click damage. And now the rest of Liquid trying to run away. Nisha stuck in place. Gets the swash off, but dies mid-animation. And Shopify destroying yet another fight. They don't lose a single member. And Liquid lose 4 with the buyback coming through on the Darkseer. And now Roche will go the way of Shopify.
I mean, Kitra against the Olikor, I feel like they're destroying Liquid in these fights. They're really patient. They just save with a force. They don't rush the swap or anything. They play a very slow fight. He stole wall as well on Rubik. They're playing really well. Yeah, they picked up the important thing, which is the banner.
Where will they put that banner? Very important.
I mean, they couldn't quite get the follow-up.
Wait, it doesn't buff your wolf though, does it?
I don't know. Well,
That would
I
be
don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure it's just lane creeps.
That would be nice. Very specific change needed.
I'm gonna do some reading here. Lane creeps. Lane creeps.
It is a lane creep though. It's join the club.
It's a summon in the lane.
It's a summon that is part of the melee creep.
I will pay attention whenever he will place the banner.
Yeah, tell me where they put it.
They have not yet. Remember to look at the relocate on the map. Then you'll see where the banner will be.
Okay, everybody pay attention. Otherwise you'll miss it.
Yep.
I'm sure everybody's forgotten already. Lasso initiation, Boxy. Find Kitrak, who's been a thorn in their side. Yopaj with an instant coil, though. Nullifier now applied to Boxy. He's dead just like that.
Holy damage.
And look at the burst damage onto 33. That's a dieback, essentially, for him. Mickey completely surrounded. Tries for the TP play. Will be successful, but basically the rest of his team is dead. Nisha, the only other one to join the party. And now Shopify on the doorsteps of Liquid's base. Roshan's banner still there. Who gives a shit, to be perfectly honest.
Buyback.
The Conda destroying Nisha. Swashbuckle from Theolacor of all
Another
heroes.
arrow.
And we'll steal arrow now. And these buildings will absolutely melt.
Banner on top.
On top?
On top lane.
In the base?
Top lane. Didn't you see it? Dude, you are colorblind. There's like a green relook. There it is, baby.
Wow! Unbelievable placement of the Roshan's banner. They get the mid lane. And now bottom is in their sights, but without 33, I just don't think they can fight. They might just have to give up 2 sets here. But they might not be able to do that because Yopaj is just killing them in their base. Nisha's dead. 33's courier died as well. Very important to talk about. And the Eclipse not doing a whole lot, but it matters not for Shopify. They get 2 lanes of racks, and I think they can just throne this if they want.
Yeah, they have
as
Luna.
Liquid, their group stage woes continue. As they go to 2-7, this will be Shopify at 7-2. Who would have thought? As Mickey going in for one last dance here, but Yopaj and company literally ignoring him. But Vakwall onto 3, trying to finish this game. Arteezy pops the BKB, now focusing on some heroes. Creeps is there. Remember that banner was placed top, so those creeps will be slightly stronger, which is very important to mention as the Ancient is exposed and the GGs come out. And game number 1 to Shopify.
I was afraid for